Just 1 second, y'all. I'll give y'all something to eat when I come back, man. Alright, how y'all doing? I'm trying to go wait for a few people to try to come in. I'm sorry I didn't put up a notification for this show today. I went on and decided to do it because I got in a couple of minutes, I'm going to have to cut this show short because I'm going to have to go to a family visitation for my uncle. My favorite, one of my favorite uncle passed away last week, and we're getting ready to bury him tomorrow. I told you, man, there's a lot of stress going on around here over here in this camp, but it's all good. We got one person watching thus far. How you doing? If you want to, leave a comment as we go on with this video. Again, this video going to be very brief. But again, we've proven ourselves to be consistent this week. I'm actually proud of myself. But we're going to talk about politics for a second. The situation that's going on here in America with the bickering that's going on back and forth between the Republicans and Democrats in Congress as it comes to, I guess you could say, expanding or renewing the stimulus packages that they have for the American people. Now, my point of view is that if you look at it, the Republicans and the Democrats in the Senate are basically grandstanding. I'm gonna just keep it real. They're basically bullshitting around, y'all. They had until today to come up with a second round of economic stimulus for the American people. And as you can see, I don't think they have done it, which leaves the door open for Donald Trump, the president, to come and by an executive order expand and extend those benefits for those people who are on unemployment, for those people who are facing evictions, or for those of us who have to pay student loans. Donald Trump is looking more and more like he's going to have to come up and step up now and on his own through an executive order extend those programs. What do y'all think about this? When you look at what's going on in the Senate, how you have one side, the Democrats are saying they want so many trillions of dollars in this upcoming spending package, and the Republicans saying that, well, now we don't want that much. We don't even want to give these people that much of the unemployment anymore. We don't care about them getting kicked out. What do y'all think about this, man? Again, I released a video that I did earlier on my on one of my Facebook pages, because keep in mind I'm bad blocked on Facebook for 30 days for something that I said. You know, I guess you can't say the word jigaboo and sambo on Facebook no more without getting banned. But yeah, what's y'all opinion on that? You know, I know a lot of people, especially black people in particular, do not like Donald Trump. You know, I'm neither here nor there on Trump. He has some policies that I like, and he has some policies that I don't like. You know, personally, you know, I'm not a hater and I'm not a fan of him personally because of some of his stances socially, some of the things that he said. But I'm smart enough to realize that Trump is basically just playing to his voter base. You know, that's really what he's doing. And then when you look at Joe Biden, either way it goes, y'all, in this upcoming election, we screwed. You know, on one hand, you got Joe Biden, an Alzheimer's patient. This man should not be in charge of his own motherfucking car keys, much less with the keys to the White House, because he's suffering from dementia, early signs of Alzheimer's. Donald Trump will slaughter him. They better pray that they get all those debates canceled, because Donald Trump is going to slaughter him in these debates. You see what I'm saying? Then on the other hand, you got Donald Trump, you know, I mean, like him or not, You know, some say he's racist. Some says that he's incompetent to run the country. So either way it go, we fucked come November. You know, because we, like I say, on one hand, you got an Alzheimer's patient. On another hand, to me, I think Donald Trump is on methamphetamines or speed or something. So either way it go, you got two people who are somewhat cognizantly disassociated with reality. But here it is now. We have to depend on Donald Trump, the president, to do what's right by the people here in America. Again, you got Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer on one hand, you know, asking for so many trillions. And when y'all look at, I'm going to just be real, when you look at some of the shit that the Democrats asking for in this upcoming new stimulus bill, it's ridiculous. Do y'all know that they asking for so many hundreds of billions of dollars just to go to the military in the spending package? What does the military have to do with people being unemployed, with people getting ready to get kicked out of the house? But part of the money that the Democrats want, y'all go and look at what they asking for. They want to buy a couple of new helicopters for the Navy. They want to buy so much equipment for the Air Force, and they got so much money allocated for the Army. And I'm like, what the hell does any of that have to do with the American people? Well, the Republicans, on the other hand, are saying that now we don't want to give people the $600 a week anymore because it's a disincentive for them to go back to work. Well, let me ask you a question. Don't y'all think that they should raise the fucking national minimum wage? If people, come on, man, what person in their right mind who's going to work for $7.50 an hour, because here in Louisiana the minimum wage is $7.50. You got people going out there, man, busting their ass 40 hours a week and barely get a $250 paycheck at the end of every week. When some of these same people were getting unemployment, they was making $600 a week. I'm going to be real, who the fuck would want to go back to work? You know what I'm saying? To a slave job, slave labor type ass job. You know what I'm saying? And then what happens now is part of the new laws is saying that if you do go back to work on your job and you do contract COVID-19, you cannot sue your job. So, you know, we dealing with a catch-22 here, man, that's kind of funky, y'all. I see we got a couple more people in. Again, this show is going to be very, very brief. All I'm doing is reiterating, rehashing what I said in the video that I uploaded not too long ago. But for you all that's here, please hit that thumbs up button for us, man. I mean, you know, I noticed that we've been getting a lot of good feedback from our subscribers in the comments on our videos lately. You know, we actually had a few subscribers that actually hit the Cash App. And, you know, that's another thing I definitely ask y'all to do. If y'all really like what we do in here, support us, man, by hitting that Cash App. The cash tag is in the title. But again, we're talking about the political games that's being played with the American people, especially at a time like this, man. You talking about, now we're going to go back and talk about the unemployment. Here you are, man, you got tens of millions of people who are unemployed right now, who are desperately depending on some kind of financial life jacket to help them make it. You know, you got to realize in a lot of states, the bare minimum is what most people are getting for unemployment. Like here in Louisiana, I think the bare minimum is $100 a week. In some states, I think like Hawaii, it's $5 a week, the minimum that they can give you. And a lot of people are only getting a $5 a week check from unemployment in some cases. Now, I'm not saying that in 90% of the cases, people are getting the minimum, but in most cases, I would say 50% of the cases, people are only getting the state's minimum. And that depends, like I say, on what state you're in. They could be anywhere from $100 down to $5. That extra $600 was a lifeline to a lot of people, meaning that these people now could go out and buy groceries. These people can pay their electric bill. These people can pay their cell phone bills. They can pay their water bills. They can buy medication for them and their children. But now, since the extra unemployment benefits have expired, You're looking at people now who are no longer going to be able to participate in the economy at all. Because what little money they got, they're going to have to wrap it up, do the best they can with what they got to take care of their family. So what we're looking at, man, is a totally dysfunctional political system. You got two parties, one on the red side and one on the blue side, and in the middle is us, the people. And neither one of those sides seems to look like they really give a damn about the people. What are y'all opinion on that? What about the people now who are some of these same people who are no longer getting that $600 a week for unemployment, who was able to pay their rent out of this unemployment money? Now they can't pay the rent, and at the same time, the moratorium against evicting people has ended. So what are these people going to do now? They're going to get kicked out of their homes because they, through no fault of their own, they're not able to go to work because in most cases, some of them don't have jobs. You know what I'm saying? Again, that extra $600 a week was a lifeline. Also, let's talk about student loans. A lot of people don't realize that if you got heavy student loan debt, that shit goes against your credit rating. So now you have people who are no longer getting unemployment. They haven't even gotten the first $1,200 in the stimulus checks, and now they're not, you know what I'm saying, able to not only pay their rent, but the student loan man is steadily knocking on their door. While at the same time, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, and those other people in Congress, in the Senate, they don't give a damn because they get their check every pay period. They getting their check. They getting their $100 and some $1,000 a year at our expense. We're the ones who paying them to make decisions that benefit us, and here they are playing these type of games with us and our money. So what I'm gonna do, y'all, I'm waiting on somebody to come pick me up. I'm gonna end this real early, and I'm gonna come back later on tonight. But I'm gonna do this video here to get, hopefully you'll leave your comments, and I can get feedback as to which direction I can go later on tonight when I come back and do this, really do this show. But again, we gotta go in for a family hour for my uncle. We gotta bury him tomorrow. It's gonna be real sad for me, y'all, because this is one of my favorite uncle, man. I mean, literally, ever since I was a little boy, my Uncle Freddie, man, you know, it's been a serious role model for me. And it was just like, 2 Sundays ago, man, we was there celebrating his 80th birthday, man. He was smiles, and he was so happy, and everybody had a good time, and then wake up 2 days later, he come to find out that he passed. So it's really a sad time for me, y'all, but again, I'm doing this video. I'm going to see my deepest condolences. Thank you, Miss Simone, and I thank you for that, that you did yesterday. It helped a little bit. I was actually able to, you know, buy some things that helped, you know, took my blood pressure down. I still wasn't able to afford the medication, but there are certain herbal and other holistic things that a person can do that will help lower their blood pressure. So I was able to get some things, you know, that I feel a little bit better, but again, the stress is still there. But again, what do y'all think about this situation with the Republicans and Democrats bickering in Congress while people are sitting around here suffering? You know, think about it. They opening schools back up now, and people can't even buy their kids school uniforms. They can't buy their kids notebooks, pencils, papers, and stuff like that because there's no money. Again, I mean, for the Democrats and Republicans to take this type of attitude, cavalier attitude, Brother Thomas, how let's see what it said, and how you feeling. I'm doing pretty good, Brother Ed Hazard. They sit together. Yeah, the Democrats and Republicans are nothing more than the two feathers of the same bird, literally. You know, they really don't care about us. They give us illusion that we have a choice, but again, they both work for the corporations. They don't give a damn about us, the little man. But as far as your comment, Brother Ed, I'm feeling a little bit better, man. You know, the headache is nowhere near as severe. You know, I feel I got a little bit more strength back. I've been, you know, drinking a lot of fluids like Powerades and stuff like that, keeping myself hydrated, and you know, just the things that I know that I can do to lower my blood pressure naturally, so I can actually afford the medication. And medication is pretty expensive. And that's another thing. You got people right now who need medications, man. You know, that's not going to be able to afford them. Because, again, there's no more unemployment for them, extended unemployment benefits. Then now they got to figure out, in most cases, how they going to pay this rent. Because, again, the moratorium against evictions have been lifted. You're going to see a lot of people quiet in there. Little big-head puppies. That's my puppies. Hold on. Hey! Cut that noise out. Sorry about that, y'all. Normally I have them outside when I'm doing these shows. But, yeah, it's crazy what's going on. And then, you know, what really irks me about the whole thing is, even though I'm not able to comment or make a post on Facebook, I see a lot of people on Facebook dry hating. I call it player hating on a lot of these people. I see people making fun of the fact that people are losing that $600 a month benefit. Hey, please tell me if this Bentley tube in the middle of Caddo Parish shut down. What happened in Caddo Parish if Bentley tube mill in Caddo Parish shut down? That's something, Mr. Randolph. I would have to check. I'm not familiar with that place, but I'll check it out for you. And again, I'm gonna come back a little bit later and do another video. I just wanted to be consistent, you know, saying that I'm normally gonna go live at 6 o'clock, and I just did this, you know, right now to be consistent. But I know a lot of people are looking forward to seeing this little video. See me do this video at 6. But yeah, I'll check that out for you while I'm on my way to the funeral home. But again, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. But we're gonna go back and just, you know, talk about how the Republicans and the Democrats are literally two feathers on the same bird. They really work for the corporations. We are just a byproduct of this. Oh, now I know what I was talking about. I see where you have a lot of people, man, making fun of these people who are no longer getting that $600 a week. And I'm like, that is the height of being insensitive assholes. Period. Put it like this. First and foremost, the people who are getting those extra unemployment benefits, at some point in their life, they worked for that shit, man. Money was taken from their salaries, from their paychecks every week. These people might have worked 12, 13 years without never having to apply for unemployment. But now that they are getting it, it's not like they just getting some shit for free, man. These people work for that money, bruh. All they're doing is getting back something what they've already put into something, man. And you got a bunch of insensitive assholes running around here laughing at people, making jokes about people's misery, man. You got to be one of the most biggest pieces of shit on the planet to sit back and gloat about somebody who's losing that extra money, you know what I'm saying, who's now in a position where they might lose their homes. They don't know how they're going to feed themselves or their children. You got to be a piece of insensitive shit, man, to laugh or even begin to joke about these people losing this money, man. I mean, come on, man, that's crazy. That just goes to show you the kind of culture. Oh, sorry about that, because that's my ride for the funeral. I'm gonna come back a little bit later this evening, and we're gonna finish it up. So y'all give me a second. Here I come. Y'all give me a second, man. Y'all pray for me. Also hit the thumbs up, man. The like, share. Also hit the Cash App as you can. Y'all give me a minute, man. Let me go check on be with my family for a minute. I'll come back to y'all in a little bit. Y'all be blessed.